of detriment. All right, all done. All right. Right, part 2. Now, as I was talking on part 1 about my Tesco's and explaining nonsense and other stuff, right, and where I'm at, and just waiting for my causation, right, so I can veer this in another level. Because that's all it is. Remember, it's a great time to be black. I just want to show you, like I was talking about, how this gold CD came into my possession. Now, remember, I've just been talking on the first part, so you've got to watch the first to get the second. Now, I was hoping to do a little audio, but let me just show you what was given to me. Now, remember, you've already heard a majority of this. This is my Let It Rain on my enemies. So let me show you and have a little bumpy now for the second half, right? Now, have a listen to what was given to me and how it's turned out to benefit me, right? Wait a minute. Now, because I wanted to play a little audio and recording, I've got a couple of other stuff which was police inferred, right? But I'm going to do that later. I've got about a week now to have a good time. So I'm going to play you indoors some more audios, right? But this was nice. Just have a little chat. I've got to do my shopping in a minute. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go a little tunage. But know this. This was directed at me. This was given to me. A gold CD, right? In the midst of, well, it looks yellow to me. I could infer it's gold, but it looks yellow to me. In the midst of everybody inferring I'm yellow because I've been smart and I've been ducking out certain things and not putting myself in a predicament. But remember, for someone like me, there is no better compliment, than someone inferring that you are now less than, no threat to them, or an inference of contention or detriment. There is no bigger compliment you can get, even though the police know, or avenues know, that they're doing it to elicit a response so they can maneuver you. It doesn't change the fact that how proud you can be to know that you've come so far as a human being that people now believe you are less than who you was, because it's a compliment. It doesn't change the fact that who you might still be, right? It just means that at the end of the day, you're doing the right things concerning your agenda to continue on in a civilized, a respectful manner of a temperament that is non-aggressive, non-detrimental, and an overview that always seems to be conducive to civilized community aspects, right? Because that's what it's about. If you want to integrate, you've got to actually put it out there to show that you're genuine. Now, me, I just do me in the context of being as original to who I am. But remember, I didn't know who I was until the last 23 years. Remember, I was bopping around with undesirables completely, right? Doing my thing and assuming that you've got to survive. And then I realised that once I stepped away and gave myself a chance, that who I genuinely was a relaxed person who likes his own corner and hasn't got time for the irrelevance and has always been looking out there for the right woman to involve himself with and get married and all this stuff. But then you can't do that in this, and the police have no agenda to allow me until I'm on board with them, I'm assuming, and that's never going to happen. So I'm in this situation now in the context of finding another way, and the other way now is to get what I want is to expose the police, and it's just that simple. but whether I can veer it to suit my situation, the best part is in the midst of trying to pursue justice, I get to live a free way, and a decent way in the midst of the detriment. So it doesn't matter. The actual instigation or the pursuit of exposing the police is now my life, which has freed me from my past. You get me? Because it's like having the right, to pursue the wrong in this makes your life better. But you know what, I'm just talking. I didn't plan to continue on. I've just come off the first part and I'm having a good one, right? Remember, I've got to review all this. But what I want to do now is play you a CD that was given to me. Let me just give you extracts before I go and do my shop. I've got 15 minutes. Now, I wanted to do recordings. This was not my planned live. I just left the Tesco's and they put me in the right frame of mind to actually do what I want to do. Because when I was bopping out, I'm watching a fella put something on a billboard and this and that, and I'm thinking these people are assuming that things are going to work out their way because they believe they've got it compromised. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Remember, everybody has to protect their own interests. You with me? And that's at every level. And if someone sees themselves getting into a predicament, yeah, that they can't get out of, they're going to do what they got to do to cover themselves, right? Just take my word for it. I know what I'm talking about. Right, so let me just play you a little couple of segments and then I can jump into something else, right? But let me show you what was given to me in the constructs of me having to take on certain elements of this CD. But it was given to me, so it was all directed to me. And I've just used it because it was something that like I realised at the time I got it, when I listened to it, it was a godsend. You get me? Because it got to say what I wanted, and it got to infer without anybody inferring anything directed to anybody else, because it was given to me. Now remember, I'm under surveillance, so the police know what I get, what I buy, what I watch, what I do. You with me? Where I go. And as this landed in my lap, whether it was deliberate or agenda, it ended up flowing into the right path of that specific day's situations, which has now benefited me down the line. Because I couldn't think of a better CD that I would have bought in the midst of where I'm at. But have a listen. So just to verify, I'm going to play you my Let It Rain on My Enemies part to know, so you know that this yellow CD is that CD, right? So let's have a listen. Now, I don't know if the rest of it is going to play on this because I haven't cleaned it properly, and I don't know if it's going to jump or this and that. But let's have a listen. So let me show you and bop a couple of tunes, and then I'll go and do my shop, right? Let's have a listen. Let's see. Let's jump into that right one. We'll start with that. Right, so you know this one. Let's have a listen. I've got a couple more to play. Let me just chill. Now remember, I'm just talking, but I'm getting my time soon. I'm just waiting for my causation, and then causation's going to lead to karma, and then karma's going to lead to, if I'm right, adjustment.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let your man speak. I never put no colours on my timepiece. I told you niggas cut me out the grand beef. And now you got me fucking up some grand neeks. So now running up your gums, man, no double backing, then I go and double up my funds. And when you finish sucking all your mums, I do another quarter mil and get another number when it's like I'm getting bored of you boys. Flex on them looking like the old of my boys. Big Mac, I was making all of the noise. And the big fur jacket, that's the food for your boy. They rate me, that's so blatant. When it's all the future, I'm that's so raven. Whenever they say my name, I take a payment. Even when I make it rain, I make a statement. Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Goose in the winter, keep my back warm. Told my little brother, keep my stack warm. Kill me with some rap corn. I'm a bigger hitter on a bigger platform. Now we do the jiggle walk. Reminiscing about the spinners that my hitter bought. Salami with that Twitter talk. I can't even hear you through these Brit Awards. Put my shades on. Hoodie up and send a prayer up the trade one. They're trying to figure how a nigga put his name on. And how a nigga did it with no chains on. I give you the keys to no stress. First you give God the praise and see him work. I can't never be on my knees, I'm too blessed. Cause anytime I make it rain or reimburse, then I let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies.
Take the shackles off my feet so I can stand. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke the chains, now I can lift my head. And I'm gonna praise you. I'm gonna praise you. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke the chains, now I can lift my head. And I'm gonna praise you. I'm gonna praise you.
Fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies.
Okay, now hold on a minute. Now, I just want to show you something quick. Now I'm going to play a couple of more. And as I like this CD, I don't know if the next lot's going to jump and this and that. But if they do it, I'll just shut it down. But I just want to add something. Now, what you need to understand is when I'm inferring what I'm doing, I look at it from the police perspective, right? Now, you've got to realise that the police, whatever their agenda is, they must have a plan. And they must want something. You with me? Now, whatever they want, it seems they haven't got. But whatever it is, you have to start thinking about that as being the issue in this. Now remember, I'm just a man entrapped in my own situation, right? But enjoying myself because the benefits of what I'm going through are starting to take fruition. But if I'm right, and I'm always usually am, if the black element in all this that's going on in America now and is catching up with this country continues on, then I'm just going to wait for my moment to insert the injustice. But remember, I've just been trying to get the police to step off so that I can do what I got to do to then enjoy my life in its fullness. But you've got to remember that right about now, if I can be patient and hope that everything that's unjust continues on the way it is, as I've been getting karmistic justice as well, right? I just need now to find my slot. And if I'm right, it's not long now. But you've got to remember that there's other things in motion which if I'm right, seem to be correlated with my circumstance also. But the good thing is, as everybody knows, they don't have to worry about me. And remember, the police inference and unjustified overture and overview of me is benefiting me. Because people know it to be false. They know that I'm taking it on in the right way and not reacting detrimentally, which is making me look even better. And then hopefully if I'm moved unjustly and manoeuvred concerning circumstances regarding the police agenda, then I've got my cause, I've got my overture, and I've got intention and justification to then veer my situation, into a, reciprocal way concerning them being held accountable. Because remember, I'm only using the police professional stance because that's all I need at this moment, you with me? But if they're not actually cooperating in the activity of their position, then they may be the huckleberry that I need to infer my circumstance regarding the police. But it doesn't matter. Remember, my story is this story. My situation is all of it. So let me just jump into another little turn out, right? Have a listen to this next tune. Now, I like this one, and then there's a couple more, and then I'm going to go and do my shop. It's like 7:53 or something, right? So have a listen to the next lot. Check this out. Right. Got to find it. I think it's this one. I like this one. Oh, yeah. Bumpy. Now, I'm going to be chilling out soon. Next week or so, I've got things to do, yeah? Hold it. Oh. Oh. Fire. Oh, oh. Show me how to control it. And hold it. You flipping it higher. Girl, I love how you hold it. I put my hand up. Whoa, hold it. Wanna be right by you. Told ya. Now, the good thing is, it works in my house, but I've got to clean it now for it to work. So I'm going to try again, right? But let's see if I can get it out without it interfering music-wise, right? Let's see. Because I told you it might jump. But yeah, see? It's that specific song, right? But let me see if I can clean it. I've had it play in the car, but for some reason, this CD jumps in this cassette. And no other tape does, no other CD does. But it works all right in my house, this particular song. But for some reason, it just wouldn't continue on at the inferred specific tune. But I see that as it maybe not meant to be played. But you know what? We'll try again. Because I've already played it in there, but I took a chance. I didn't clean it. And the first one played all right. But let's try again. Remember, I'm just talking. It doesn't matter how it comes out. Let's try again. I just want you to hear these tunes, right? So let's try again. But it might not have it. But it does work, and the CD player's all right. It's just this tune. At this stage, up to 10, it goes all veery on me. So have a listen. We'll try again. I'll try it a little lower. Hold it. Girl, you just hold it. Cause you're really on fire. Oh. Show me how to control it. And hold it. You flipping it higher. Girl, I love one. But up there on this CD, it's jumpy for some reason. I do like that tune. I remember I'm a man who karma, maybe it meant to be.
Bruv,
Let's have a look.
I didn't look at it this way before, but as I approach my birthday, all you man are my youngers. You man are my youngers, bruv.
I like this one as well.
If you can't do 10k first week, then I don't wanna hear no chat about numbers. You man are my youngers. All blacks out like grungers. 10s and 20s and hundreds. 10s and 20s and thousands. I can't ever just loud them. On Mount Everest shouting. Soon go back to the mountains. Third album, nigga, I'm blessed to beat with smoke. And my day one bros, they kept me close. Then I sit my tent, they take a toll. They're trying to get me on the ropes. I ain't broken, especially in this cold. So please, man, let's just be adults. And don't be flexing in my boat. Nigga, you can't test me, I'm the GOAT. Rolex collections looking dope. I got the Pepsi in the hole. And I ain't flexing on you niggas, can't still be sexy if I'm broke. Wait there, and I was made to win, like I'm designed to blow.
Something
Doing
deep,
major
alright?
things, but it's a minor though. I used to pay for things, but that was time ago. When now I hit you niggas with a wider flow. It's like, bad 'em up once. Never could you take me for a dunce. Been on the scene for 100 months. All I met is bare cunts. Take man for lunch. Eat the use, get punched. Make one boy from your bunch. Tell man jump. Oh, you didn't want to jump well. Oh, well, look now you're slumped, little nigga, I swear. Little nigga, I swear. Get out my lane, get out my lane. North and east and west don't pop, but the south swing flames. This year I'ma be a household name. I grew up in a house of pain. I don't do it for the clout or fame. All the real niggas gonna vouch for my name. All the real niggas gonna vouch for my.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but it's bumpy.
Yeah.
Not really my cup of tea, the hip hop.
If you ain't got more than 5 top 10s, then I don't wanna hear no chat about charting. You man are just starting. Coming like a young Chris Martin. Start swinging with my arms like Carlton. Start swinging with my arms like Anthony. All my niggas been charged, don't amp me. Have you missing a bra and panty? If you see me in a dance, I'm anti. Quite frankly, heavyweight champion of the world. They wanna woo me from my belt. If you ever hear Stormzy caught an L. No, I stood tall before I fell. There's a couple birthdays coming up, so I took like a quarter from the shelf. Spent like 100 on my mum, then about 140 on myself. The melee I sported like Pharrell, but I could have Nautilus as well. All of these stories that I live, my nigga, these are the stories that I tell. Wait there, and I was made to win, like I'm designed to blow. We're doing major things, but it's a minor though. I used to pay for things, but that was time ago. When now I hit you niggas with a wider flow, it's like run up on them, man, laughing, fuck it. You got a chain, but you tuck it, fuck it. Man, throw dirt on my name, blood, fuck it. Sue anybody in the family, fuck it. Run up on them, man, laughing, fuck it. You got a chain, but you tuck it, fuck it. Man, throw dirt on my name, blood, fuck it. Sue anybody in the family, I.
Last 3 tunes kinda prove that I did this. Man, what you say, I put a U on my shit list. Must be the same old you in the dinner hall primary, sipping on my juice and my biscuits. I'm from a place where you move to the witness, stare in your face, feeling business and business. Came for the fame, but she stayed for the litness. Heart your new girl, she loves Mr. Stang. You never ever see me with guys known for verbals. My brothers pull up a sky, no rehearsals. Don't fit sizes, no role reversals. How's the best spitter and grab so commercial? Wait, nobody said you good done your chat. Your girl tech the wood lumberjack. Hit him with a lighter flex, humble brag. I can't drop the bag, I'm the bag. Yeah.
I think next one after this ain't bad, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've got one more. It's actually 7:58.
If you ain't got no platinum,
How this just
I
opening?
don't wanna hear no chat about.
No, I'm joking.
I think this one's alright as well.
Bronze.
Let's have a look.
You gonna go bronze this year?
Let's see.
Storms.
Audi's opening in about 2 minutes.
On this year, gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and man, I'm strong this year. Big like John this year. Ball like LeBron this year. Storm's got a platinum plat, but you man are going bronze this year. Yeah. They wanna buy the flavors that we smoke. I said fuck that, you get free smoke. If I say this, they might revolt, but I'm the king of grind by default. Big ego, man can't diss my amigo. Old school bad boy like Figo. Anywhere the gang go, then we go. Yo, big flips, hop out the jet first. Man, I run into the money till my leg hurts. And you niggas don't rap, bitches network. Name a young MC with my net worth. I Google lie, they said that I'm 1.5, but I made that last night. And money don't make me fry, but they got mad when I said them in a million of gram. These gatekeepers are pricks, and you old guys make me sick. They just take the P, take the mic. So in other words, suck my dick. I come crazy T like yo Titch. You was right about him, he's a bitch. Ain't no diss tracks, I just switch. Then we move on and get rich. On this year, gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and I'm strong this year. Big like John this year. Ball like LeBron this year. Storm's got a platinum plat, but you man, I got bronze this year. She said that I don't mean to intrude. but I love the smell of your oud. I said thanks babe, yours too. Big Mac, I'm a real fly dude. If I'm in the race, I won't lose. When you hit the stage, you get booed. If I punch your face, I get sued. You ain't bad, you're just rude. Lamborghini too sporty. She ain't bad, she just naughty. I'm a big man, but I'm not 40. Anything that I drop top 40. Why them boys don't support me? Oh, them boys are too hatey. I don't know, they just hate me. Overall, underrate me. Humble them on this year. Gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and I'm strong this year. Big like John this year. Ball like LeBron this year. Storm's got a platinum plat, but you man, I got bronze this year. Gone this year. Gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and I'm strong this year. Big like John this year. Ball like LeBron this year. Storm's got a platinum plat, but you man, I got bronze this year.
Remember this one, undercover. Oh, this is what was given to me. All I hear is Negro this, Negro that, but turned out to be bumpy. Let's try one more. I think there's one more. Yeah.
Don't die on me.
Oh my Lord. Yeah.
I said, young black king, don't die on me.
All right, let's have a listen.
You my brother, you my keeper, I need you to keep an eye on me.
Oh, yeah.
The normal fighting on the streets, walking around with all this pride on me. Shit's tough for us already, know that you can still rely on me.
This is given to me.
Just stay alive for me.
I know where.
Young black queens don't quit now. Yeah, you're the only ones that got us, I could never let my sis down. You've been too strong for too long, yet still you never sit down. Wow, that's the power of your love and then it's worthy of a king's crown. And still you never let your kings down. Even though more time we don't deserve it. The picture isn't pretty but it's perfect. Tedious question so then I curve it. Serena or Venus the way I serve it. I'm Mallory Blackman the way I sell books. I jump on the stage and then the world looks. All that banging on my door had my girl shook. Like sorry officer, I only sell hooks. Leave me alone. Every little L I took and held it close to home. Live and you learn, they'll always hate me for my tone. For the shade of my skin and not the courage in my bones. Now I'm misunderstood and I'm feeling like Nina Simone. The way I told the world would have thought that I was Sims. See her on stage, I know that women can be kings. I know that it's fucked, they're overlooking what you bring. I know shit's so good, but it's just the little things. Black queen, you're immaculate. It's coming out the world, they ain't ready for your magic yet.
Oh.
And that was never your fault, man, I guess they couldn't hack it yet. World domination, and you ain't even taking off your jacket yet. So effortlessly fabulous. And my young black kings, I hope it pays off. Go and show them what you're made of. Trying to scare us with some things that we are no longer afraid of. And the superheroes, let me see you take off. I pray you never take your cape off. Even though more time we don't fly straight. But trust you bro, I promise we gon' die great. Our burdens are heavy but we ain't lightweights. Our parents were legends, they had to migrate. So that's the reason not to sit around and chat shit. I'm from the place where Michael Jackson made a smash hit. Where you can be a rapper if you rap sick. They're screaming what a flipping time to be a black Brit. We so alive, whole world on our demise, but no we ride. Try to push us all to the side, we know our rights. Now we get the whole of the pie, then go inside. When you see that Nike flag in the sky, just know it's sad. The way I put the charts, would have thought that I was Dave. I am young, black, beautiful and brave. Know that it's fucked, they're overlooking what we gave. I know shit's so good, so we pray for better days. Pray they're better than before. Young black king, you are everything and more. I know one song's not enough to settle scores.
No way, boy.
But from the bottom of my heart, man, I hope you're getting yours. Man, I hope you're getting yours. Young black queen, get your shine on. All I see is innovators and I like a icons. You can go and ask the whole world where they got their style from. That's you, that's us, God's time, and he never gets the time wrong. I guess we're just some ticking time bombs, we soon blow. I can make my world come true. All my dreams will see me through. And if that will get me down, my dreams are times when it's all around.
Boom!
My face.
Let it rain on my enemies.
Boom! Come my way.
Indeed.
Believe me now, I'll win someday.
All right, now I can finish on that. There was another one, but you know what? I'll save it. And as I got the last of my circumstances to bop around, and this week, and I might do it inside because it seems my tune that I want to play ain't playing, but I might do a little something inside and chill out, right? But then I've got things to do this week, right? But I'm going to tell you something now. Life is about timing. Everything's about timing. Now remember, you don't think it because you believe the police have their overview, but it's my time. Remember, whatever occurs concerning whatever their agenda, it's going to work out for me, because at the end of the day, wherever things veer seem to veer in my favour eventually. And because everybody's trying to concentrate on the moment, they're not actually seeing the long game. But I deal in absolutes and future prospects. I deal in what will be. Yeah? And sometimes you've got to let what slides at this time, you've got to let what slides at this time so that you can veer towards the prospects that you know are your agenda. But remember, I've always had a plan. And my plan is to catch the man. And the man in this scenario seems to be the police. But don't get me wrong. I'm not a police hater. I'm not a man who's up in the air. I'm just showing you that they have no respect for me as a human being. And as I believe it to be a racial thing, that doesn't justify, yeah, an inhuman thing. So they've got to make now, yeah, their circumstances, yeah, less than, or they will be held accountable, because in life it's only about timing, and everything comes around. It's just fact. Now remember me, wherever I end up or however I'm maneuvered, yeah, I will always be me in the midst of what's going on. And it seems right about now that the world is turning in my favour. But remember, English, patriot in my heart, and I will always, if given a chance, put this country first. But you've got to remember that if you can't function and you're not allowed to be who you are, then you can only experience life from your limitations, right? You with me? And if the police are limiting me from progressing, then you can't blame me. But I know you're gonna, but that's okay. Remember, we are only, what's the word? It's a great word. The purveyors of our circumstance when allowed. But you've got to also remember that if you're hindered, then that hindrance can become a benefit. And what I'm trying to show you is this. Whatever the police agenda is, those out there know. I'm still trying to find out, but it's become irrelevant to the objective now. It's about using what I've got to obtain what I need. And I need the police out of my life, but that's okay. If they're not going to veer, then they will be the success that I need in exposing them, that will alleviate the rest of my situation. But it's only a matter of time. Same way I'm assuming the police are assuming it's only a matter of time before they manoeuvre me or handle me or veer me or psychologically infer upon me. But it doesn't matter. Everything is workable and everything's doable. You've got to remember that the difference between me and the police is they can infer 23 years ago who I was. But I can infer right now who they are. And that is about the now and not the then. I can prove that evidentially I'm in a detriment. I just need to time it. I'm going to leave it there. This is David Christian. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the little turnout. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do the live, but I'm going to be busy for this week. But after this week, yeah, and I'm assuming this month, yeah, we're in a different circumstance. And if I'm right, it's going to be a hell of a ride. Have a nice one. Be safe, yeah? And take care. And, you know, my usual, peace.